Bryce, wake up. Hey, come right on the board.
No,
Bryce, I need my,
Well, no, Carmen said I got bad handwriting, so she can write.
Carmen's got it.
Carmen's got it. Okay, guys, first of the month, we need ideas. What leads do we have? What ideas do we have? Jennings, are you on your phone again?
I'm in the middle of brawl.
Ideas. What do we got? Ebony,
Movie theater.
movie theater. What about it? What do we get? What leads are we going to take on that?
What movies they're playing, the history of it, all that fun stuff.
Does anyone else have any other ideas?
We could do another youth safety today for this month on vaping.
Vaping.
There's stuff going on in the bathrooms.
Do people actually do that?
Well, I mean, that's something.
I was eating a hot dog today. How about we ask people what they think, what type of food a hot dog is?
Andre's got something.
The grocery store. It has a new owner.
Grocery store?
Ralph's.
Is that the one in town?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like it. Grocery store.
Are we doing it on M&M's?
Halstead's building a new giant beat, so we could take over there or head over there and
I like the beat.
beans.
Okay,
Is it a beat? It's a giant beat.
Are they really making a giant?
We got Miss Trickle and Miss Anderson leaving.
Oh, yeah.
We could do a story
Try
on
to do a
it.
story on that. Matthew, do you have anything to say?
No.
Wait, where do you want to do it?
Gym. We'll have to ask Mr. Stone if he's we can use the gym.
Got my car keys. Tighten it up.
How's that for the thing?
Jennings, do you have your questions all done?
Yes, of course I have my questions all done.
Who are you interviewing?
You can fix that.
Daffy Duck?
So then,
Daffy Duck.
Let's
go.
see if we can
Well, I will get them done. Just give me a
Interface.
Let's put this thing together.
Okay, so we could do little sayings for each thing.
Yeah, have it be scripted.
Yeah.
Scripted.
Furnace, do you remember how to put that together?
I got it.
Good job.
We're gonna go film Daffy Duck.
Go get Daffy Duck.
No.
Film.
I think we should get Minnie Mouse in it too.
Good call. Get the whole gang.
Yeah,
Yes.
The day Miss Anderson's gone, so
So we
we
can
could
film.
do this while she's not here. So we're gonna go over the intercom to call that class.
Yeah, would you email somebody?
I can email the super secret people that will give me that information.
Secret society. Okay. Youngest, oldest.
I got a document.
Go.
7th through 12th. Come on, Doc. We don't need 6th grade. By grade?
Yeah.
That would be good. If we did by grade, so we
Yes.
got each grade saying 5.
3, 2, 1.
Hi, welcome to Student News.
News from the students for the students.
The Red River Valley produces 85% of the nation's sugar beets.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, and did you also know that Halstead is building the world's largest sugar beet? More with this with Matthew Ayers.
Halstead is planning on building the world's largest beet at 21 feet high. We interviewed one of Halstead's superintendent and got some more information on the beet.
The beet represents the economy around us.
The beet costs around $60,000 and they have about $28,000 left to raise.
Good business model to have the world's largest beet in your front yard. So
The beet represents the economy of the Red River Valley and it will become a tourist attraction and bring some more people to the town of Halstead. Once they complete the beet, you should beat the traffic and visit.
Wow, that's crazy. Do you know what else is a change in our community? The grocery store has a new owner.
More on this with junior reporter Andre Nelson.
A familiar business in town has recently undergone a change in management. Tony Hewitt, the owner of Supermarket Foods, has purchased ownership of Ralph's Food Pride. Let's take a look into how that has affected the store. The local grocery store has always been a home to teenage workers. The new owner can relate, as he bagged groceries at the Red Owl grocery store in Crookston at 16 years old. He cares a lot about the grocery business as he's been in it for 44 years. He finds fulfillment in bringing updated grocery outlets to smaller communities. Let's see what a couple of his employees have to say about these changes.
How long has Ralph's been open?
Ralph's been open since 1991.
Will the store name be changed?
Yeah, it's going to be changed to Supermarket Foods.
Also, will the sign be changed?
Yeah, eventually.
We have longer hours. We used to close at 7, now we close until 8. And Saturday we used to close at 6, we're open till 7. Sunday we used to close at 3, now we're open till 7.
What are some changes the owners made inside the store?
Started, we got a hole in our wall now. But it just, it connects to our shed, so it's more storage. We got new shelving, a lot more shelving, especially in the aisles now. And then we are getting more freezers and coolers for the store.
With the new renovations and a new owner, the future of Ralph's looks super.
All this talk of a grocery store sure is making me hungry. Could really go for a snack like a hot dog.
Our news team was just hit with some life-changing facts. They investigated on what food category a hot dog is in. More on this with Preston and Jennings.
Have you ever thought about what you are eating? Like when you're eating a hot dog, do you ever think what type of food it is? Student news correspondent Preston Gwynn and I have decided to investigate what type of food a hot dog is. Depends on what the question is. Jace, depends on what the question is. Is a hot dog a sandwich? I'd say yes. Hey, what if I told you that you're wrong?
What if I told you?
Did you know that a hot dog is actually a taco? Because there's starch on 3 sides. Hot dog. But if you had to categorize it in one food category, what would it be? Pork. What would you classify a hot dog as? Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Well, that's a good question. It's probably, you probably could make a case for it being a sandwich. Though an unusual sandwich.
But what if we told you that a hot dog is actually a taco? Because it has starch on 3 sides of it. And the sandwich only has starch on 2 sides.
Hot dogs. Do you consider it a sandwich?
No, it's more like a taco.
I've never considered it as a taco. I guess I'd go along with that.
Why do you believe it is a taco?
Because think like taco like hard shells.
Yeah. Starch on 3 sides?
No, it's like a
Yeah, starch on 3 sides. 1, 2, 3.
yeah.
But breading used to make it a starch, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has starch on 3 sides, so therefore it is a taco.
And your tacos have meat and hot dogs are meat, so it's like a taco.
A recent craze in our country has turned into an epidemic. That craze, the use of e-cigarettes.
E-cigarettes are raising a lot of speculation and questions. Are these harmful? Should parents be watching? More on this story with Thea DeVos.
In 2018, roughly 3 million high school students were using e-cigarettes. This number has increased by 75% since 2017. Use of e-cigarettes is more commonly known as vaping.
It's a trend that many parents are not even aware of. For vaping has grown an astonishing 900% among high school students in recent years, according to the Surgeon General. And a 2016 National Youth Tobacco Survey found nearly 1.7 million high school students and 500,000 middle schoolers had used e-cigarettes in just the 30-day period before the survey was taken.
Norman Manoman Public Health, and they're doing a lot of advocacy work trying to spread the news and the awareness of it. It's a relatively new thing, vaping is. So I think a lot of parent education needs to happen.
The most popular item, which is the Juul, and as you can see, it looks like a flash drive. It's not. And then the kids can just tuck it away when they're done. So
most see it as a healthier alternative to traditional tobacco products, but they aren't aware of all the harmful effects.
the kids that I talk to believe that there's nothing in there that's dangerous. They don't think there's anything more than water.
It's not water. It's called e-liquid, and when heated by the coil, it changes to an aerosol. One study out of Harvard found some of these artificial flavors contain diacetyl. That's a chemical linked to severe respiratory disease. Columbia University researchers using this machine found the vapor has toxic metals like chromium, nickel, zinc, and lead. And as we know, there is no safe level of lead. With very little regulation, people are not fully aware of what they're consuming. Nicotine is one of the most addictive substances out there.
Principal Kelly Anderson offered some alternatives to this harmful practice.
Pick up a book or things like that rather than turning to those substances. There's a lot of harmful chemicals in those vapes. So I would just really encourage kids to get involved in some kind of activity.
Oofda, vaping destroys your lungs.
Recently, the elementary kids were running around like hamsters on a wheel.
Why is that?
Well, Jakaya, the elementary kids were doing track and field day. More with this.
The students in grades 1 through 6 were running around like crazy on May 3rd. May 3rd is track and field day within the Ada Borup School. Track and field day is a track meet put on by the gym teachers for the elementary students. Even on a cold and rainy day, the students were very happy to be out on the track for a day. The teachers put this on for the students so they can get out of the classroom for a day and have some fun. But the primary reason that track and field day is put on for the exposure to track and field for the elementary students with hopes to increase participation at a high school level.
Since Ada was just saved by superheroes, the students can now attend their prom.
More on prom with Ebony Rodriguez.
May 4th was a busy day not only for Norman County but surrounding towns as well. A handful of schools, including Ada, Twin Valley, Fertile, Moorhead, Detroit Lakes, and DGF, all had an exciting day as they got ready for prom. This year's theme at Ada Borup was Say You Won't Let Go. The auditorium was at full capacity this year for the viewing of Grand March. It was then followed by the dance until 11 o'clock. After the dance, most students attended after prom for casino theme. Students had a handful of activities, including gambling games, archery, board games, a movie, and much more. Towards the end of the night, all students got a bag of prizes as they waited for their names to get called for grand prizes. Some of the grand prizes include TVs, AirPods, an Amazon Fire Stick, a GoPro, laptop, mini fridge, and much more.
As some of the seniors attend their last prom, some of them will be attending their last day here at Ada Borup West.
More on this with Krista Pruneda.
As the days for the Ada Borup West seniors come to a dwindle, these are going to be the days that they remember. Many of the seniors are moving on to the next chapter of their lives, trying to enjoy the next few days they have left with their friends. While some may be staying home and some may be going far, they all will remember the impact that Ada Borup West had on them.
One.
Graduation took place on May 25th at 2 p.m. at Ada Borup. This was a day full of heart, laughter, and tears, as our students prepare themselves for the next chapter of their lives.
Speaking of sad events of people leaving, our principal and AD, Miss Anderson, will no longer be attending Ada Borup.
She has been there for our school as an activities director for many years and became a principal as well. These will be very big shoes to fill.
Our school is united in recording a message telling about how much we appreciate her.
More on this with Thea DeVos.
Principals are people that influence high school kids' lives on a daily basis. Mrs. Anderson is no exception, as she has been there for not only her students but the school staff as well. No one will ever be able to fill her shoes and the marks she has left not only on the school but in all of our lives. The staff and kids grades 7 through 12 have put together a video to show how much we appreciate her and will miss her. Mrs. Anderson, we thank you for all you have done for us. You have touched our lives in more ways than you know.
Thank you for joining us on this month's edition of Student News. News from the students,
For the students.